Good morning, Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back. What a weekend. Did a lot of yard work yesterday, as you can tell, and was out in the sun putting up. If you see my rain video this weekend, I bought a wooden post with a mailbox, and we got that baby put up. First time in decades I've used post hole diggers. And I just bought those a couple of weeks ago at a yard sale. I got them for free, actually. And I hadn't used them in a long time, and it was a little bit of work for this old man. But anyway, the ground was hard. Let's go. Well, sales. Um, Not great because I am like a couple $100 from hitting my number on Social Security, kinda. I'm shutting my store down today. At some point today, I took down all the high dollar stuff so I don't go over, and I'm going to shut my store down. I got about 1,300 listings on eBay, give or take a few, and I'm going to find other ways to liquidate that stuff. Karen's eBay site, and I actually opened up a Depop and listed an item. My grandson this weekend, if you remember the rain video, he said, "Papa, this is the best yard sales I've been to." And then they went to ThriftCon on Saturday, and he got a bag of about 20 items of clothes for $20. And he knows how to roll clothes up tight because it was fill a bag. And even the people that worked there were impressed with this 12-year-old because he knows how to thrift. And he had 6 sales this weekend. And I think 4 of them were from this weekend's buys. So he bought, if you don't know, he bought 8 pair of Miss Me jeans in range from 28s to 31s, and 1 pair of Rock Revivals. He negotiated and did a bundle deal with this lady, and he's 12 years old, okay? And he got it for $20. I was so proud of him that he stood up and asked while we were standing there how much she'd take for all of them. Well, he sold 2 pair of Miss Me's to the same buyer on Depop this weekend for $30 a pair. He has $2.22 in each pair. So he's already sold 2 pair, made $60, so he's profited probably $50, or something close to that. He sold the Dixie Beer t-shirt, which you haven't seen, but it was just a Dixie Beer t-shirt for $15. He gave $1 for it. And then I'm going to show you one of the items because I do his shipping for him, packaging and shipping, because he doesn't have the tools to do that yet. And I don't mind. That's Papa duty. But he sold another pair of pants for 12 and a t-shirt, another one for 10 or 15. But he's got a hoodie here that was at where the pants were, and I said, "Hey, here's a free box. You want to look in that?" And he saw this, and it's not any kind of brand. I mean, it's BDG. I've never heard of it, but it is a hoodie, and it's a women's kind of a pink hoodie. And this was free, so he picked it up, and he got $10 for it. So I'm proud of him. He's making some money. He's making money. Now for me, I'll start off with, I sold this Gene LaRue cap. And Gene LaRue fishing, saltwater fishing, the man messaged me. He's in Australia. He said he was my grandpa. He said, I want to buy it, but the shipping's too high to Australia. So we ended up working it out, and he's shipping it to an aunt and uncle in Pennsylvania, and then they're going to ship it to Australia because he was buying 2 other Gene LaRue items from other people around the country. And I'll pop up a snapshot. I paid $1 for it and sold it for $11. But anyway, it's going down under. Down under. Anyway, let's get back with it. Here's my other sales. On eBay, I sold this truck fit. I got it on Whatnot. Paid a couple of bucks for this, and there you go. Pretty cool. Not a well-known brand, but $3 into $12.60. That's what I sold it for. Then I sold this. I picked it up a couple weeks ago where I bought a little Nintendo handheld DS Lite. It didn't work properly, and I sold it and got all my cost out of it. So the games are free, cost of goods. Zelda Phantom of the Hourglass, and 0 into $23.39 with their 10% discount. The next item I sold was an 80s Chewies, Austin, Texas, although there are other places. This is a 1989 5K run. There you go. And my hometown. I picked this up in big trash with a bunch of stuff. mostly clothing, a little bit of Guitar Hero stuff. 0 into $13.50 plus shipping. The Volcom hat I got at the Goodwill bins. It's a strap back and Volcom, and I paid basically a quarter for that and sold it for $8.99 with the discount. I got the Houston Oilers cards from my buddy Travis, new and sealed, vintage cards. I'm going to use $2 as cost of goods, and I sold those for $13.50 with the discount. What else? I'm working through this stuff, folks. Give me a chance. Maui Jim sunglasses. Picked them up at a yard sale a few weeks ago. I think they're youth, but nothing special, but they are Maui Jims, and they do say it, and they have their little Maui Jim thing. I paid $1 for those and sold those for $29 plus shipping. And then this morning, or no, it was last night, but it wasn't on my eBay. I sold this Panther. Now, he's not one of the special branded types. It looks like probably a reproduction. I don't know how old it is, but I picked it up for $5 at a yard sale, and I sold that for $33, and it's going to New York City. And last but not least, I believe in karma. I believe what you reap is what you sow. So, my buddy Travis, the last box that he sent me, had some camera stuff. I listed them all except one. One had a big chip out of it, and he didn't see it. And when I was listing it, I caught it, and it wasn't a real valuable camera, probably a $60 camera. Well, I guess that's valuable. But I didn't really bring it up, and then I got a return this weekend on that Olympus that I sold too low, if you remember. It worked fine, but when the guy got it, apparently he's a reseller, and he thought he was going to make some big money on it because I missed it. It has a small little hairline frack on the bottom corner, and it's nothing. It's really nothing. But he's returning it, and I'm going to refund him. It'll be delivered, I think, today. And then I'm going to list it, and I'm going to describe it, and I'm going to sell it for more than I sold it for originally, and I'll keep you posted on that. But when I told Travis about it, because we're friends, he's down in Houston, he said he feels bad about the 2 camera situation because he missed both of them too. And I sent him a picture of both of them, and I told him you don't have to, but he sent me back $100 of that buy, and I appreciate that. But I told him you don't got to do this, dude. He said no, I would not sleep well at night if I didn't do the right thing, and I agree with him. We all make mistakes, and you just need to own up to them and do it. But anyway, within an hour, he had something on local Facebook because he sells a lot on Facebook down there. And guess what he made off of it? $100. And he goes, see, I told you karma works. And it does. It does. And I appreciate you. And then yesterday, because the Knicks are playing the Spurs, and boo, go Knicks. I very much dislike the Spurs. Not because they beat us, just because of the way they play. Anyway, we'll get off that. I had 2 New York Knicks brand new with tag, large jackets. And his uncle in Ohio is a Knicks fan. And I sold one for $85 on eBay. I got them on Whatnot. I paid $25 for that one that I sold, and then I paid $34 for this one. And he asked me if I would sell it to him, and we negotiated. And when I got to $75 is what I did, kind of the friend deal. I'm going to make $41 profit because I took it down off eBay and I sold it to him privately, and he paid for the shipping. But I paid $34 for this on Whatnot. It is a very nice NBA jacket of the New York Knicks. And like I said, large. And I'm going to get that out today for him. I'll have to buy that label, but he sent me the money. And yeah, let's go. Appreciate you. Karma's real. Love you guys.